Hello, good afternoon po sa lahat. Ayun, okay. So, bago tayo magsimula sa session natin this afternoon, gusto ko po na i-share nyo muna sa mga kaklase, kaibigan nyo para ngayong hapon lahat tayo sabay-sabay na matuto. Okay, so I'm Tutor Jolie na makakasama nyo every Friday, 1:40 to 2:20 ng hapon. Okay, so pero bago tayo magsimula, nais ko lang po batiin ang lahat na good afternoon sa lahat po na sa lahat po na nakikinig at sa lahat po na nanunood sa atin. At shout out din po sa aking principal na si Sir Remarty de la Cruz at sa aking mga kako-teacher dito sa SDO Malolos. Good afternoon po. Okay, now, so ngayon po is fourth quarter na tayo, quarter 4, week 2 na tayo. So, konting push na lang. Again, sabi ko nga, konting push na lang. Matatapos na natin yung school year 2021-2022. Okay, so our topic for this afternoon, real life problems that can be solved by statistics. Okay, so good afternoon sa lahat. Okay, so good afternoon Agabao, Janela Agabao from SMS Isabela. Then from Freya, good afternoon from NHS Ragay SDO Camarines Sur, good afternoon. Okay, kay Iya, good afternoon from San Mariano National High School, SDO Isabela. Good afternoon. Samantha, good afternoon. Okay, then Felix Manalo, good afternoon, watching from District Doña Magdalena Gafod High School. Okay, good afternoon. So, good afternoon kay Robin. Okay sa lahat? Okay, mga anak, good afternoon to all. Okay, continue tayo before we start. Okay, so I would like to say thank you for Surgeon na nagpapahiram sa kanilang module na may magamit po tayo. Okay, so we have objectives for this session. This module focuses on the lesson data gathering and organizing. After going through this module, you are expected to, number 1, identify the methods used in gathering data. Number 2, gather and organize data using the frequency distribution table. So statistics na tayo. So ibig sabihin nun, okay? So maano na natin, ito ay magagamit natin, okay po, sa buhay natin na kung saan we are going to enjoy life. Okay, so we have, before we start, so ano muna tayo, konting review lang, okay? So ito po yung makikita yung mga words na answers natin sa questions while we are discussing. Makikita nyo po mamaya kung bakit yun po yung sagot. Okay, for the directions, choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1 question. It is an oral or verbal communication method of collecting data where the interviewer asks questions generally in a face-to-face contact to other person or persons. Okay, so again, sa katulad noon, okay, so yung sagot nyo sa chat box natin, okay po? So A, experiment method, B, interview method, C, observation method, and D, questionnaire method. What is the answer for the question number 1? Okay, so yes, very good. Okay, so tingnan natin kung tama yung mga sagot nyo, anak. Okay, for the question number 1, the answer is, okay, so very good. Sa lahat na nagsagot ng B, tama po yung mga sagot nyo. Okay, we will see why this question is interview method. Continue tayo doon sa lesson natin, sa proper lesson. Okay, how about number 2? It is a method used when the objective is to determine the cause and effect relationship of a certain phenomenon under controlled condition. Okay, again, it is a method used when the objective is to determine the cause and effect relationship of the certain phenomenon under controlled condition. A. Experiment method. B. Interview method. C. Observation method. And D. Questionnaire method. Okay, what is the answer for the question number 2? Okay, we will see if your answers mga anak is correct. Yes, exactly. The answer for the question number 2 is letter A. How about the other question? Another question number 3. It is a data you first gather from an experiment or study. The data is raw, that is, it's not sorted into categories, classified, or otherwise grouped. Again, it is a data you first gather from the experiment or study. The data is raw, that is, it's not sorted into categories, classified, or otherwise grouped. What is the answer for the question number 3? Okay, we have A, frequency data, B, group data, C, histogram, and D, and group data. Okay, we will see if your answer is correct. Okay, very good. Okay, so the answer for number 3 question is letter D. How about, okay, second to the last. It is a data that has been bundled together in categories. And again, number 4 question, second to the last, it is a data that has been bundled together in the categories. Okay, A, frequency data, B, group data, C, histogram table, and D, and group data. What is the answer for number 4? Thank you for the correct answer for number 3. How about number 4? We have, okay, so we have the correct answer for number 4 is letter B. We have group data. Okay, thank you. And very good for those who got the correct answer for the question number 4. We will see bakit ganun ang sagot. Okay? Sa discussion natin later on. Okay, so the last question is, it is the difference between the upper and lower boundaries of any class in a frequency distribution table. Again, for the last question, number 5, it is the difference between the upper and lower boundaries of any class in a frequency distribution table. A, average, B, class width, C, data, and D, frequency. What is the answer for number 5? Thank you for the correct answer for number 4. How about number 5, mga anak? What is the answer for the question number 5? Okay, so we will see if your answer is correct for number 5. Okay, that is class width. Okay, we will see bakit yon ang sagot. Okay po? Okay, thank you for the correct answers, mga anak. Okay, we will continue. Okay, collection of data is an important part of statistics. Data should be collected in a manner that they are accurate and convenient to use. Okay, again, collection of data is an important part of statistics. Data should be collected in a manner that they are accurate and convenient to use. Okay, so we have data. Data is a collection of facts or information. They may be gathered by using the following methods. Okay, so sa statistics natin, okay, if you're going to conduct, okay, conduct a research, okay, sa statistics po, mas importante po yung data natin. So, that is the first one that you're going to do. You're going to collect all facts or information na gagamitin nyo. Okay pa? So, continue. Okay, so we have the different data. Okay? So, the different methods that we're going to use in gathering data. Okay, so we have conducting surveys. Ano kaya yung conducting surveys? Okay, so example, teacher made a form and asked the students to fill out the previous grades and return the form to him her. Okay, so I have a picture here. Okay, so sa conducting survey, so si teacher or yung nagsa-survey, so yung nagka-conduct, may form siya na ibibigay doon sa sa tao or sa person, which is nakukuhanan nila ng information about their research. So yun po yung sinasabi nating conducting survey. So face-to-face, may tinatanong, may form, yung ano natin, yung person natin na kung saan siya yung kukunan natin ng data. So, ayan po, nakikita nyo sa pictures, mga anak. Okay, next, number 2, observing the outcomes of events. Okay, ito po. So, example, just I wanted to find whether a die or fair or biased sheet toast that die 40 times and recorded the result. Okay, if you can see sa picture po, ino-observe niya. Ano kaya yung magiging outcomes? Okay, so like for example, the picture number 1. Ito, mga anak. Okay, dito sa illustration, okay, tinitingnan, ino-observe nila yung tumutubong halaman. Ano kaya yung outcome niyan? Okay? So, what will be the result? Okay? So, same with this. Okay? So, using the microscope or telescope. Okay, so we have number 3. Taking measurements and experiments. Okay. So ito naman sa experiment. Ito po yung tandaan, ito po yung mga methods na ginagamit natin. Okay. So we have example, the physicist and the chemist conducted an experiment on how genso dust be substituted for sand in production of hollow blocks. Okay. So, nag-experiment sila if possible. Okay? So, if possible daw na yung dust is pwedeng maging hollow block. Yung pang substitution. Okay? So, substitution nila doon sa ginagawa natin. Di ba? Ang ginagawa natin is yung sand. Okay? So, if possible na yung dust is pwede sa hollow block. Okay, yun po yung mga sa experiment po. Okay, reading statistical publication. Okay, so sa publication naman, makikita nyo, meron tayong graph at saka merong isang picture na nagbabasa. Okay, Mr. Rivera checked the date of birth of each student in the class registry. Okay, so dito naman sa reading statistical, dito natin makikita, okay, so hindi lang dito sa class registry ng birth nyo. Pwede din po ito magagamit natin sa examples pag na may exam. Okay? Kung ilan po yung nakakuha ng halimbawa, 45 to 46, ilan yung nakakuha nun. Okay, by using this pie graph or bar graph, okay, makikita natin kung ilang bata yung nakaka-cope up o nakakapasa at ilan din po yung bumagsak. Okay? So, doon po natin makikita. Okay, next. Okay, so we have methods used the collecting data. Okay, ito naman. Okay, the first one, ano ba yung interview method? Okay, this method of collecting data is an oral or verbal communication where the interviewer asks questions in any mode, face-to-face, telephone, or virtual. To an interviewee, the person gathering the data is called the interviewer, while the person supplying the data is the interviewee. Okay? Again, okay, yung person daw, okay, the person gathering the data is called the interviewer. Yun po yung nagtatanong, okay? While the person supplying the data is the interviewee, yung tinatanong. Okay, mga anak? Okay po. So, halimbawa, ako yung teacher, tapos nagtatanong ako sa inyo kung ilang taon kayo. So, ako yung si interviewer at kayo po, mga anak, yung tinatanong ko, kayo po yung nagsastand as interviewee, na kung saan kayo po yung nagsusupply sa akin ng data for my observation. Okay? So, yun po yung interview method. Okay, so, yes, okay, so good afternoon sa lahat. Continue lang po tayo. Okay, still watching, thank you. Okay, so yun. Okay, next method for collecting data is the questionnaire method. Okay, on this method, data is gathered through a set of questions that is mailed or handed to the respondents who are expected to read, understand them, and the respondents then write down their responses in the space provided. That a complete questionnaire is then returned for appropriate processing. Okay, questionnaire. Okay, so ang the best example, okay, so di ba ngayon modular tayo. Tapos merong mga pinapasagutan sa inyo, pinapadala sa magulang nyo, okay, sa sagutan, okay, yung response nyo doon sa mga questions na galing sa school. Okay, so like for example, kumukuha kami ng data kung ang pamamalakad ba ng school for the modular is satisfied kayo. So meron iba-ibang question doon na sasagutan nyo. That is a form of questionnaire method, mga anak. So nagpapadala si teacher ng mga questionnaires, okay? Yung question na nakasulat sa bond paper, then sasagutan nyo, then sa returning of modules, ipapadala ulit doon sa magulang nyo para po maipon namin yon. At okay, so doon kami gagawa ngayon ng conclusion kung ano yung dapat gawin o ano pa yung ma-improve ng school. That is the one example for the questionnaire method in collecting data. Okay, so we have observation method. The data on this method are gathered either individually or collectively by means of observation. Okay? The person who gathers the data is called the investigator, while the person being observed is called the subject. Okay? So like for example, okay, isa sa mga example dito sa observation method, yung ginagawa ng guidance nyo, nung face-to-face pa mga anak. Okay, so like for example, hindi alam ni guidance, okay, guidance counselor ng school. So may kasalanan, okay, sabihin nyo na, ma'am, nangungopia po kasi siya. Okay, so nahuli yon ni advisor, tapos pinadala siya kay guidance. So para po mapatunayan yon, okay, so si guidance, that will be the investigator. Kung totoo po na nangopia yung kaklase nyo. Then, okay, o nandaya sa exam. Then, ang subject po, yung kaklase nyo na tinatanong ni guidance counselor. Okay? That will be the observation. Then, in-observe lang siya kung ano yung mga sasabihin niya. Okay? So, kinokollect lang ni guidance counselor yung mga data na kailangan. If that subject is nagsasabi siya ng totoo. That is the one method for the observation method po. Okay? So, yun. Naintindihan po. Continue lang tayo, mga anak. Okay po. Good afternoon po. Okay, so good afternoon to all po. Okay, so we will continue lang. Okay? So, yes. Okay, so we have, yun po. Okay, the next one, we have the experiment. Okay, sa experiment method naman, okay, this method used when the objective is to determine the cause and effect relationship of a certain phenomenon under controlled condition. Okay, experiment. So itong experiment method natin, karamihan, di ba? Karamihan po ginagamit natin to sa science. Okay, sa laboratory nyo. Okay, nung face-to-face, okay, so sana nga maging face-to-face na kasi para, di ba, mas masaya yon at magkikita-kita na kayong mga magkakaklase, di ba? So, mas okay yon tapos mag-exchange kayo ng ideas. Okay, so itong experiment method, ito po ay ginagamit during the laboratory. Karamihan po yan sa science, okay? Sa laboratory subject nyo. So, like for example, yung mag-dissect kayo ng palaka, ng frog. Okay? So, pag nag-dissect kayo ng so doon kayo nag-experiment, okay? What will be the cause and the effect? Okay? Kung bakit kayo nag-dissect ng frog na yon or yung onion, di ba? Yung tinitingnan nyo sa microscope. Okay? So, yung kukuha kayo ng balat ng ng sibuyas, then titingnan nyo yung mga cells niya. Okay, so isa po yun. So, collecting data, so i-observe nyo kung ano ang nangyayari. Then, okay, what will be the effect? Okay, yung cause and effect nun. Okay, yun isa po yun sa ginagamit natin. Okay, so yung experiment method na yan to collect data. Okay po? Okay, so we have, okay, yes, good afternoon. Okay, so good afternoon. Nais ko lang batiin ulit. Okay, so good day po, okay, from, okay, NHS Ragay SDO Camarines Sur. Okay, so good afternoon, anak. That will be Ona, J. Ona. Okay, Carabin, good afternoon. Yes, Molina, good afternoon from Mo from Ocampo National High School. Okay. Then Janet, yes. Okay. Good afternoon, Janet from okay. So Tutor Jolie at amazing student. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So good afternoon. Okay. So we will continue our discussion. Okay. After gathering data, okay, tapos na tayo mag-gather ng data. Tama? Okay. So after gathering data, we need to organize them. Aayusin natin. If we don't do this, we might miss important information about the data and may result the difficulty in interpreting the data that we have gathered. Okay? Using frequency table helps us to record, clarify, and easily find what we are looking for our data in a tally table. Tally marks, okay? So kung makikita nyo, ito yung 1 na yan, are used to record data while in the frequency table, numbers are used instead of tally marks, okay? So frequency, the number of occurrences of a data, okay? So then we have frequency table is a table that lists items and shows the number of times the items occur. Okay, so we have, ito yung mga steps. Okay, steps in constructing a frequency table for ungrouped data. Okay, kasi meron tayong group data at meron tayong ungrouped data. Okay, step 1 for the ungrouped data. Make 3 columns. Arrange the data in order in the first column. Okay, make a tally, count the tallies, then write the frequencies. Total all the frequencies. Okay, so we have the example. Example A. Below are the results of a survey about the favorite colors of 15 students in the freshman class. What color is the most favorite of the students and the least favorite color? Okay, so we have the different colors. We have green, violet, yellow, red, black. Okay, so ito. Okay, so we have, okay, ang sabi dito, write colors in the first column. Ito, yung colors. Okay, then make a tally. Okay, second column yan, mga anak. Then we have count the tallies, then write the frequencies. Okay, so then total all the frequencies. Okay, yung color. So itong color na to na nasa table natin sa taas, isusulat po natin ito sa first column. Okay, under ng color. So we have the green, red, yellow, violet, white, and black. Then after that, alamin natin, okay, alamin kung ano yung gusto ng bawat student. So we have 15 respondents, tama? Okay, so kailangan, ang tally nyo, kailangan makasagot sila lahat. Hindi po pwede na 13 lang, 12 lang kasi okay, mamimiss nyo yung ibang information. Okay, so hindi po yan magiging accurate yung data nyo pag may kulang po na isang respondent. Okay? Then, okay, we have color green. Okay, so ilan kaya yung may gusto? Out of 15 students, ilan kaya yung may gusto na green ang color? Ilan yung red? Okay, dito po, okay, sa 15 students, meron tayong 3 na gusto yung color green. Then, meron tayong 4 doon sa red. We have 3 doon sa yellow. Once a violet, white, dalawa, and black is dalawa. Okay, then after that, kung ilan yung tali nyo dito, yun pa isusulat nyo lang into numbers po sa frequency. So we have 3. So 3 din po ang nakalagay din eh. Then we have 4. 4. Okay. Then, okay, ang sabi dito, lahat po yan, ang frequency nyo, ito-total nyo po pagkatapos nung naisulat. Then that is 15. So ibig sabihin nun, tama po na lahat ng respondents nyo ay nakasagot. Walang kulang, walang labis, walang kulang. Lahat po sila nakasagot. Okay po? Okay. So based on the table, it shows that red is the most. Okay. So red po yung may pinakamaraming may gusto. Then yung pinakamababa nyo is violet. Okay, so violet po. So dito nyo malalaman kung ano yung pinakagusto nilang color sa lahat ng respondent na yon. Okay po? Okay, good afternoon. Okay, we will continue. Okay, sa example B naman, an airline asked their passenger on a flight to rate the quality of their service. The table below shows the ratings of 24 passengers. Make a frequency distribution table of the data collected. How many passengers gave a rating of 3 and below? Okay, so dito naman, so meron ditong naka-indicate na pag 5, excellent, pag 4, very good, pag 3, good, pag 2, fair lang, and 1, poor na siya. Okay, so yun po. Okay, so dito po, okay, so titingnan natin ngayon, okay, using our organizing table, kung ilan po yung nagsagot ng excellent, ilan po yung nagsagot na very good, at good, fair, and then poor. Tingnan natin. Okay, so same process po, same procedure po, okay, so gagawa kayo ng table nyo. Okay, then after that, okay, so kanina color ngayon is service rating. Kasi rating po yung rating mga anak yung hinihingi. Then the second column that will be the tally, and then the third one is the frequency. Then, okay, same process, bibilangin natin kung ilan po yung sumagot ng excellent, ilan po yung sumagot ng very good, at ilan po yung nagsagot ng good, fair, at saka poor. Then, after that, okay, so after natali nyo na, ang gagawin nyo for the next one, to get the frequency, okay, kung ilan yun, bibilangin nyo lang yung tali nyo kung ilan. Like for example, for the excellent, okay, nagsagot po, okay, we have 24 respondents, mga anak. Kailangan po yun, aalamin nyo kung ilang respondents nyo para magtali po dito. Pag nagtali na kayo, malalaman nyo kung sino yung hindi nagsagot. Okay? Kasi kukulangin kayo. Halimbawa, example, you have 30 respondents. Then, nung nagtali ka na, nung nagbilang ka na, kung ilan lang yung sumagot na excellent, very good, good. Okay, nung binilang mo, kulang ng 3. Ibig sabihin nun, okay, in 30 respondents, meron pong, halimbawa, 26 na yung nagsagot. Okay, so meron ka ngayon, okay, merong 4 na hindi nagsagot. So, aalamin mo ngayon yun kung sino yung 4 na yun na hindi nagsagot kasi dapat po complete po yung frequency mo kasi malalaman mo doon. Pag enter mo ng frequency mo, doon mo malalaman, okay, may kulang akong respondent, may kulang, may hindi nagsagot. So, malalaan mo po yun. So, hindi siya maging valid yung data mo ngayon pag kulang po yung sagot ng respondent mo. Kailangan tama, walang labis, walang kulang. Okay, pag gumawa kayo ng research nyo. Okay, so we have the rates of 3 and below consist of good, then 2, 4, and 1. Their frequencies 5, 5, and 3 respectively. Adding these 3 frequencies will result to 13. The number of passengers who gave a rating of 3 and below. Okay, so in-add then, identified. So yun po yun. Okay, so we have the word data refers to information that is, okay, We have the word data refers to the information that is collected and recorded. It can be in the form of numbers, words, measurement, and much more. Okay? Group data. Okay, so group data is the type of data which is classified into group after collection. And ungroup naman, ungroup data, which is also known as raw data that has not been placed in any group of category after collection. Okay, so we have okay. Steps in constructing a frequency table for a given ungrouped data to be transformed as a group data. Okay, so ito naman yung steps in constructing a frequency table for a given ungroup. Okay, so wag kayong magkamali kasi po iba pong sa group data at iba din po mga anak sa ungroup data. Okay, for the first one, for the ungrouped data, to construct a frequency table. Okay, determine the range. Range is the difference between the highest value, okay, represent H, and the lowest value represent L in the set of data. Okay, so pag kinuha natin yung range sa ungroup data, mga anak, ungroup po ha, ungroup data. Okay, so our stands for range is equals to the highest value, okay, minus lowest value. Okay, so higher value or the highest score minus the lowest score. Okay, so we have number 2, determine the desired number of the class interval or categories, the ideal number of class interval in somewhere between 5 and 15. Okay, so we have determine the class with or approximate size of the class interval by dividing the range by the desired number of class intervals. Okay, paano daw kumuha ng class width? So, we have the range. So, na-compute nyo na si range. Then, yung class interval. Okay, i-divide nyo yan. Okay, ito po yung magiging formula. Okay, W is equals to R over CL o divided by CL. R is for range and then CI is for the class interval. Okay, for number 4, write the class intervals starting with the lower value as determined in the data, then add the class width to the starting point to get the next interval. Do this until the highest value is contained in the last interval. Okay. Okay, the tally. Tally the responding number of scores in each interval. Then summarize the results or sum up the tallies under the frequency column. Okay, so we have the example. The following are the test scores of students. Ito po yung mga scores nyo. Halimbawa, kayo po, grade 7. Okay? So, ito yung mga scores nyo. Construct a suitable frequency table. Use 6 as the desired number of class interval. Okay, 6 daw yung class interval niya. Okay, so solution natin, number 1. Okay, determine the range. Okay, so dito po sa sa table natin, kung nakikita nyo, yung highest score po, okay, nung kinuha natin yung data, yung highest score is 40. Then we have the lowest score is 10. Okay, so we have that is 40, ima-minus lang natin to get the range, or R, 40 minus 10 is 30. Now, your range po is 30, mga anak. Then, sinabi doon kanina, okay, use 6 as the desired number of class interval. So, yung CI natin for this table, okay, we have 6. Okay? Okay, now for number 3, determine the class width. Okay, so yung formula dyan is W is equals to R, which is the range. Then yung CI natin or the class interval natin is 6. So, nakuha na natin si range, 30 divided by 6. So, we have 5. Okay, so 5. Okay, then write the class interval starting with the lower value as determine the data. Okay, starting with 10 and with, okay, is equals to 5. The class interval are 10 to 15, 16 to 21. Okay, so kasi 5. Diba? So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So yung class interval nila, ang gitna is 5. Then 16, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So now, yung class interval nila is 5. Okay po? Okay, so on and so forth po. Dito, 5 din. Sa 34 to 39, 5 din. 40 to 45 is 5 din. Okay, so now, okay, so makagawa na kayo ngayon ng tally table nyo. Okay? Okay, tally the corresponding number of scores in each interval, then summarize the results or sum up the tallies under the frequency column. So, ito yung table natin. Okay? So, yung interval natin, class interval natin is 5. So, 40, okay, 40 to 45, 5 po yung interval. Okay, then, nagtali tayo using this data, okay, tinignan natin kung ilan po yung nakakuha ng score from 10 to 15. Okay? Then, so, ibig sabihin nun, ang between dito is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so mapupol siya doon sa 10 to 15. Then, 16, 17, 18, 19 hanggang 21, yun po ay mapupol naman siya doon sa 16 to 21. Okay, so we have ang score po, yung nakakuha ng score ng 10 to 15 is 10, 16 to 21 is 9, 22 to 27 is 4, 28 to 33 is 6, 34 to 39 is 4, and then 40 to 45 is 2. Okay, yun po yung nakakuha ng mga score nila. Okay, then we have, okay, so now, okay, so sagutin na natin. Okay, what's more? Okay, so directions, match column A with column B, write the letter of the correct answer and the space provided before the number. Okay, for the question number 1. Okay po, so nakasunod. Wow, okay, so si Alex Zain, okay, si Alriza, okay, si Gaza po. Okay, nagta-thumbs up. Ibig sabihin nun, naiintindihan niya. Same with the Carlet po. Okay, naiintindihan din niya, anak. Okay, so, okay po. Continue tayo. Okay, so we have directions match column A with column B. Write the letter of the correct answer and the space provided before the number. Okay, so sa chat box na lang din mga anak, no, alamin nyo kung ano po yung nababagay dito. Okay, for column A, blank, Nick stood outside. Ito po yung situation. Okay, Nick stood outside a movie theater and asked many of patrons if the movie they was good. Okay, so nagtatanong siya. Okay, what will be the answer? Ang pagpipilian po, A, data, B, survey, C, experiment, D, example, E, observation. What should be the answer for number 1? Again, Nick stood outside a movie theater and asked many of patrons if the movie they saw was good. Okay, so nag-a-ask siya, nasa labas, nasa movie theater siya, di ba? So nagtatanong siya kung yung movie ba is maganda. What will be the answer, mga anak? Okay, so the answer for that is, okay, B, that is nagsusurvey siya. Okay, nagtatanong, nagsusurvey siya. Si Nick po is nagsusurvey. How about number 2? Mark used the solvent's formula because he don't have an idea about how population is going to behave. Okay, so what is the answer for number two? Mark used the solvent formula because he don't have an idea about a population is going to behave. Okay, so what will be the answer? Okay, so yung B natin, nasagot na yan. Okay, naibigay na natin kanina. Okay, how about number two? Ang natitira na lang po, data, experiment, sample, observation. What will be the answer for number two? We will see if the answer is correct. Okay, observation. Okay, so nag-observe siya. Okay, so ginamit niya yung formula na yon to observe, okay, how population is going to behave. Okay, observation. Okay, so now, okay, so tapos na yung survey, tapos na yung observation. What is the answer for number three? Mrs. Smith got the students' final examination scores in her math class for the past year. Okay, ano yan? Okay, Mrs. Smith got the students' final examination scores in her math class for the past year. Okay, so ano yan? Data, data, survey, tapos na ang survey natin. Ang experiment, tapos na din. Sample or observation. Okay, what will be the answer? Okay, we will see. Letter A, data po. Very good po, Carlet. Very good, Samantha. Very good, Janet, for the correct answer. Okay, yung iba habol. Laban tayo sa internet po, sa connection. Okay, alam ko, lumalaban din tayo sa, okay, sa connection. Okay, for number 4, okay, Asher observed students entering classroom for a class and recorded whether the first half of the students who arrived for class choose to sit in front of the room. Okay, again, Asher observed students entering classroom for a class and recorded whether the first half of the students who arrived for class choose to sit in the front of the room. Ano ang sagot for number 4? Okay, so tapos na po yung, okay, so that is letter E. Okay, very good. Okay, very good for the answers. Okay, so the answer is E. Okay, and the last one. Okay, the last one. Leia gave each member of the class a cookie, some from receipt A and some from receipt B. Then she observed which students returned for a second cookie. What is the answer for number 5? Yes, syempre, yung pinakahuli na. So that is C. Okay. So that's all for this session for this afternoon. Mga anak, okay, so salamat sa pagsubaybay. Okay, so hindi tayo nawalan ng connection. Lumaban yung connection natin, nabuo natin. Okay, so bye-bye. See you sa susunod po nating session. Okay, bye-bye. God bless. Ingat po dahil may COVID pa rin po. Okay, bye-bye.